The YouTuber Destiny did an interview with David Pakman, and they touched on something that was really interesting that I want you guys to hear. Because if you guys haven't noticed, Destiny has stopped doing political videos, and I know that some of you guys definitely have talked to me about it. A lot of you guys, including me, are fans of Destiny, and we're kind of wondering as to why he stopped doing political videos, because he was kind of giving something that really wasn't there, which is like debating these idiots and making these videos on the left. It was really cool to watch, and he makes great content. But what you guys are going to be seeing here is Destiny explaining why he has to take quote, why he has to take a step back from doing political videos. And it's pretty fucking crazy, and it just goes to show you how low life scum the people who he's talking about are. And this may be something you never thought about. Maybe you never thought about the risk that he's taking of, doing these kind of debates and political videos, because he's being harassed and literally reported to the FBI. So check this out. I just wanted you guys to see it. It's really crazy.
On my Twitter, on my Twitch. I deal with that across all platforms. I actually watch it happen. There are pull threads that'll go up on 4chan or threads across different forums where people will talk about how to mass report all my stuff. I get people that spam call me to the FBI and whatnot. I've had them visit my house twice over the past 6 months.
So I mean, about that, so do you believe you're under investigation by the FBI for something related to child porn right now?
No. Although it's funny because I brought it up on my stream, and that's like the story that like 3 different people ran with. So basically what happens is, I don't want to speak like absolutely because I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but what it seems like happens is everybody on these forums, and I've turned over the images and everything to the FBI of these screenshots, is they will make these posts like, this is how you report this guy to the FBI, and they'll go through like the template that you need to use. It's kind of like, I guess, like swatting, except not as extreme. They go through the template like, oh, make sure you tell him that he looks at child porn all day, blah 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 blah. And the first time they came to my house was like probably like 5 or 6 months ago, and it was because people were calling them, telling them that I was threatening to like blow up a school or whatever. So usually what they do is they just stop by like, hey, we got a lot of reports on this, we just kind of want to ask you some questions, and then I usually explain like, okay, well, this is what I do, here are some images, these are the people that report me.
Okay,
and
so
like,
wait, hold on.
okay.
We've just like raced past the most interesting elements of this, so let's back up a little bit.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
So you're sitting at home and the doorbell rings and it's the FBI?
Kind of, yeah. It's not like a full-on like a no-knock raid, like they're throwing in like flashbang grenades and trying to like barge in their house. It's 2 guys from the local office that just come down to kind of check up because they're getting a lot of like anonymous online reports or whatever.
Okay, and are they wearing suits?
No, they're not. They're non-clothed or whatever. I mean, they have their badges, but
so they say, we're with the local FBI office. Can we come in, or do they explain to you at the door why their presence is needed there?
I think they explain at the door, and then because I'm a naive white person, I invite them in to talk or whatever, so maybe I shouldn't do that.
Okay,
but
so they come in. How long does the FBI spend at your place?
Probably like 30 minutes. It's usually just a few questions, and then I usually show them some screenshots of stuff that I deal with so they kind of have an idea. Because I figure like if they don't know anything about me, it's probably really weird to be getting a lot of these types of tips. Like they might think it's somewhat credible or something, so I usually have to explain what I do, who I am, and then talk about the people that I deal with.
And so you say, I'm known online as Destiny, and like, here's what I do. You show them your streaming setup and sort of like talk them through what it is that's happening.
In more adult-friendly ways, yeah. I'll usually like I do online video broadcasting, and I deal in a lot of political topics, and there are a lot of people that don't like me, and they post stuff on the internet to try to defame or slander me. Here are some screenshots of templates that people will use to contact you at the FBI. You've probably seen people send stuff in like this. I'm sorry for the trouble, etc., like that.
And do they generally seem, I mean, of course, they might just be playing it as if they're not that concerned to keep you calm, but do they seem to sort of get what's going on?
Yeah, after I explain things, they seem to understand pretty well, yeah. Especially after I start showing them some screenshots, yeah.
And how is it left? Is it left as sort of like, we'll follow up if we need anything else, or do you end up feeling like maybe I should be calling a lawyer right now?
I did after the last one just because I was so paranoid, but they usually the last 2 times they just said like, okay, well, yeah, we'd feel good talking to you. If we have any more questions, we'll call you back. And then they usually never do.
Wow. And is this the only time that this has happened?
It got real bad over the past 6 to 12, man, probably 6 months, I would say, is when it's ramped up. This is where I don't remember, or I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but I had to take a step back from doing all of this online political stuff because the collateral damage is starting to extend to like my family and that's really it's not acceptable to me. I can't.
Yeah,
deal
I mean,
with
I
that.
wanted to talk about that, and you don't have to. I mean, we don't want to make the problem worse by talking about the specifics, but I'd be interested in hearing a little bit about sort of like the dynamics of what you even mean by that.
For the right, it seems like it's to do whatever damage possible and to like cause whatever harm possible to the person. So for instance, like I could actually link you to live posts of people saying things like, if we could SWAT him while his kid is there, maybe the cops will shoot his kid. I bet he'll get real mad about that. Like those guys go insane. They try to find information about my family members and whatnot. Yeah, the people on the right seem to go really, really hard in trying to find whatever they can to destroy, I guess, the life of whatever person they're currently after.